Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys, on my day off. And today we're back at Byredo, guys. And today I will be reviewing the latest Byredo fragrance for 2025, an Absolu De Parfum rendition of one of their most popular fragrances, which unfortunately I have never tried, but I did test this one extensively right here, so can't wait to tell you all about it. Let's go. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel as we head towards 25,000 subscribers. We are, I believe, 300 away. So I'm pretty excited about hitting that. So please continue all your support, guys. Deep dive into my over 800 no hype videos. And now we do have these AI generated affiliate links. So if you decide to purchase from those links, it does help the channel greatly as well. So thank you for all your support. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than the latest Byredo fragrance for 2025. This is none other than Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum. Yes, Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum. I am quite excited about this one because recently I did review Mojave Ghost Absolu De Parfum and I really liked it. All right, not a lot of differences with the original, but I liked that rendition as well. Now, Blanche by concept plainly means white, all right? In French, Blanche means white. And when I think about white, I think about something clean and fresh and pure and bright. And, you know, definitely with the wintry weather kind of like moving away now, and now we are seeing more sun. Spring is coming in, and of course, summer is after that. Definitely having a white-based fragrance would be a nice addition, you know, for the incoming seasons, don't you think, guys? And of course, we have the absolute concentration, which has always translated to me as an extrait. All right, something more intense, something maybe thicker or long-lasting is what I got. At least that's what I got with the Mojave Ghost version. They didn't really make any radical changes. So although I did not smell the original Blanche, I do not expect a radical change on this Absolu, but rather a more intense, stronger, thicker type of scent. That will be the rendition right here. Anyways, can't wait to tell you all about this one, guys. Again, I've almost killed this sample. Can't wait to do this. Let's go spray this thing right now. Last legs. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, the latest Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum. Starting with what I consider is the crowning glory of this scent, which is the stunning opening, guys. All right, now this type of opening might not be foreign to y'all if you guys are used to smelling clean, fresh laundry style fragrances. But I gotta say, this opening right here is a stunner. And right here in the opening notes, you're gonna get neroli. You're gonna get, of course, a lot of aldehydes. And you are gonna get a nice touch of black pepper. Now, this combination, to me, is truly wonderful. I mean, from the get-go, you are gonna get a nice equal proportion, and I mean it, an equal proportion of aldehydes and neroli. So you're getting that fresh feel with the laundry feel, the fresh laundry feel, while you are getting kind of like a citrusy green touch with some woods that is given off by that neroli. And like I said, it is an equal proportion, so it is a nice start. It is definitely a mood enhancer and definitely will keep you positive the moment you spray this fragrance. And another thing I will say is the compliments. My God, this fragrance, from the moment I sprayed it and I got into contact with people, multiple compliments. Probably one of the most complimented fragrances I've ever got. Well, probably because, again, of that ray of sunshine that you are bringing with this opening. At least that's how I felt walking around with Blanche Absolu De Parfum on me. I felt like a ray of sunshine. So if you want to project that with your personality and your character and your outfit, then this would be a perfect opening right here for you. Now, a big concern right here, guys, would be the fact that most fragrances that have this type of clean laundry detergent plus some citruses and greens, most of them are really femme leaning. All right, most of them. And there is a fragrance that is pretty much on the same vein. I bought a full bottle for my wife, and that's Acne Studios by Frederic Malle. I did review that extensively. You can check that as well. That fragrance definitely had the same like clean laundry detergent, powdery feel, but there were some, femme modifiers in that fragrance that for sure it was something that I would gift my wife and I would really, barely wear. Now, this one right here, the interesting thing about this one is that you have black pepper, which is an interesting addition to the intro that is supposed to be bright and airy and, like I said, clean laundry detergent feel, like that whole thing, clean linens feel. But the addition of black pepper actually turns this fragrance somewhat unisex, somewhat okay for a man to wear, because of the addition of a very kind of like undercover, really tertiary black pepper here, a light spice of black pepper that really, like I said, as a man wearing this, I was quite okay because of the, black pepper in the opening right here. But nevertheless, whether you're a guy or a girl, this intro is the best part of this fragrance because it's definitely strong, it's definitely well projecting, and it will garner you tons of compliments and positive attitudes because of course, the combination of bright neroli and aldehydes. Okay, so now let's talk about initial sillage and projection of Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum. And I will definitely say this, that the intensity of the sillage is because this is an Absolu De Parfum. Definitely strong, and that's from a little like sprayer right here. This is not the standard Byredo bottle sprayer that is guaranteed a drencher and will spray copious amounts of that perfume on ya. And just with this little spray right here, I got a nice, strong, lingering scent with a scent trail. And again, as I walked through the crowd, this scent was following me as more of like an aura scent. So I would say this, that if you like this intro, which I'm sure you will, of course, this intro will also be strong and intense, and a lot of people guaranteed will smell ya. So not only is it a compliment hunter, but it's also something that will, the scent will definitely attract everyone's attention as you move along. This opening does have a long coverage, by the way. I did not really prominently smell the mid notes by the third hour, which is kind of different from some other fragrances, because other fragrances, you can definitely get the mid transition within an hour easily. But here, guys, you do have a long transition of that intense, absolute neroli aldehydic pepper combination that it lasts quite a while. So you get a longer coverage of that. Now, right here in the mid, guys, I'm sure for those that are thinking this is a unisex fragrance, or you might be thinking, oh, there's violet, there's rose, there's jasmine, that this mid would be more intensely floral, guys. But actually, that is not the case. Right here in the mid, guys, the aldehydes actually still blend in, and you are going to get the early appearance of powdery musks that really take precedence over the intensity of, say, violet and rose. And jasmine is the light sweetener here of this mid. And like I said, by the third hour, you are going to get a very light, sweet violet and a very light powdery rose transition into this fragrance. Now, because you are kind of preconditioned with the clean linens smell, and it does transition into powdery musk, powdery violet, and a powdery rose. At least that's the overall feel that you'll get. The softness and the comfort is something that I would say is more prevalent than a deep dark like violet or rose that is in other fragrances. So I would say, safe to say, this is a soft, powdery mid with violet and rose nuances, slight jasmine for the sweetener. Okay, now let's head into the dry down of Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum. And I would say that this dry down is kind of like a soft ending to this fragrance, all right? I mean, not as prominent as the very awesome intro, And of course, the mid that has some more body with a powdery violet and rose. But the dry down, guys, I mean, plain and simple, it says there you have cashmere musk, you have woods, you have ambroxan. Let me tell you this, guys, that the ambroxan here, I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all are thinking about that, but the ambroxan here is actually mild. All right, it's actually a very mild ambroxan, and it's really mostly a lot of powdery musks like the cashmere accord with musks and woods. All right, the ambroxan, you can say, is a slight like sweetener in this towards the dry down, but in terms of the character and something different, I don't think that the dry down of Blanche Absolu will give you anything more than the comfort that you've been having throughout the entire perfume. All right, so I would say it's kind of like a fade away type of dry down with a lot of powder, a lot of musk, a lot of cashmere, and again, slight ambroxan here in the ending of this fragrance, guys. All right, so like I said, first stage is the most amazing part. The mid definitely has a nice body as well with some violet and rose in a powdery format. And then the final stage of this is definitely a lot more cashmere comfort for the wearer, guys. But because you don't have fall winter notes right here, even ambroxan I feel is very light here. It is not like a fall winter type of dry down. It is just comfort all the way with the cashmere and the musk. So this is your typical Byredo musk ending that, you know, I mean, brands like Byredo, Le Labo, they've mastered that nice musk comforting ending right here with some slight sweetness. Okay, so what do I think of this fragrance right here, Byredo Blanche Absolu De Parfum? I quite like it. And like I said, it kind of reminded me of Acne Studios by Frederic Malle, which I got a full bottle of, all right? I mean, me and my wife totally enjoyed it. We like these good mood fragrances, and this is exactly what this does. It will put you in an amazing positive mood. It is a mood type of perfume that, like I said, if you're having a great day or you want to have a great positive day, this is definitely that fragrance that will give you some brightness, some comfort, some clean linen smell. And like I said, one of the most complimented fragrances that I've ever come across, guys. All right. So this is very, very usable. And, with the upcoming spring, summer season, that's definitely going to be a thing that can be used for the bright, beautiful, like springtime type of weather. And of course, this can be also worn in warm environments. There's nothing here in this fragrance that is actually too thick or too fall winter that you can't pull off in a warm environment, guys. Again, there is a strong amount of neroli and aldehydes in the intro of this. And like I said, I really like that little tweak of black pepper to make it pretty much unisex to me. And in terms of usage, guys, this is definitely a grabber, all right? A grabber. It can be an upscale grabber, but I mean, when we talk about upscale grabbers, it's more of like a complex formula that, really brings out maybe like a nighttime, evening time gala appeal. But that's not what I get here. I get a total grabber, something that can be fully used, guys, not just a display thing or something that you can just, flex in front of FragCom. This is something that you can actually wear a lot depending on your mood and how you want to come across. Now, let's look at the total performance of this one. This fragrance, to me, total performance is up to 12 hours. However, I will say this, that some of y'all might feel that you can't smell so much of the dry down because it does turn into good old cashmere musks and woods, which is not going to be as prominent as the intro nor the mid of this fragrance, and you might think that it actually ended early. For me, I could still smell the musks up to the 12-hour mark or even more, but it's just not that strong or prominent. The intro part of this fragrance, that first 3 hours, is definitely strong, and I would say that the mid is also prominent as well. Dry down might be 50-50. You might not continue to smell something continuously prominent up to like the 12-hour mark of this one. And finally, let's look at the cost, guys. Because this is a new release, obviously, you're not going to get the discounter price for Byredo. It's going to be your standard $280 50 ml bottle and $380 $100 more for basically double that amount, which is 100 ml. So 100 ml, $385. Would this be worth it? I would say it would be worth it, honestly. If you haven't tried Acne Studios, which I think you should if you're a girl. This one is also, I mean, this one can be worn by women for sure, 100%, but it's also, partly unisex in my opinion, guys. And because it is a very usable perfume, I mean, I suggest getting a sample like this as well, which I'm sure is available everywhere now. And if you do like it, guys, 100 ml or 50 ml would be a great addition for your spring-summer arsenal, especially, once this mucky weather goes away, the rain and the wetness here in LA goes away, and we are replaced by nice springtime weather. I feel this is going to be a great one. And this one can also be worn in indoor scenarios, guys. Work. I mean, work is definitely one of those things. And now I'm starting to realize, because maybe the perfume community is growing, I'm starting to smell a lot more perfume users at work. All right, different people, different types of jobs with different very familiar perfumes, and I would say if you want to come in like a ray of sunshine, this is the one to wear at work. And that is it. That is my no hype review on the latest Byredo fragrance, Blanche Absolu De Parfum. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance. I mean, if you smelled the original Blanche, how did that compare to what I said about Absolu De Parfum? Did it sound totally different, or did it sound kind of the same, just stronger or more intense? Let me know on the comments below. But I'm happy to say that a lot of fragrances are definitely doing these extrait spin-offs of their original fragrances. It's a nice, refreshing take, I feel. And, if you haven't smelled the original, it's a nice reintroduction, especially for those that haven't, right? Or maybe they're trying to phase out the OGs, because I feel like the price, although it's $280 or $385, I mean, it doesn't constitute something really crazy like a $600 perfume. I mean, don't you think? So this might be like the new versions of, say, Mojave Ghost and Blanche. So these are definitely something to look out for, guys, if you are fans of these. All right, and that is it. I will see you guys on the next video. I got a lot more to talk about right here. I've tested a lot of fragrances since I was out. I was in Las Vegas this weekend. I tried a bunch, so I'll let you know about them fairly soon. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this fragrance, and I will see you guys on the next video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. God bless. Take care. Peace.